Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the GameStop exclusive McFarlane Spawn Gunslinger Spawn. Not only that, this is a version that comes with a horse, and it looks awesome. If I'm not mistaken, this thing was originally supposed to ship back in March or so. I had a pre-order going on, and honestly, I kind of forgot about this thing. Here it is at the end of September. That's 6 months later. Their estimate was way off. This is the third release of the Gunslinger. The first one was a Target exclusive. Second one was a wide release. And now we have this GameStop exclusive, which is definitely the coolest of the three. So let's go and check out the packaging. As you can see at the top, McFarlane Designer Edition, part of the Spawn line. Gunslinger. Below that it says ages 14 plus. This is not a toy. I always think it's hilarious when McFarlane puts it on stuff. This is a toy. It's just a badass toy. Here he is in the package. He has weird little Gatling gun, shotgun, 2 pistols, and of course, this horse. That is the main draw to get this figure. One side of the package, got Spawn and the horse from the comics. Other side, pretty much blank, just says Spawn. And it's not a toy, but it very specifically says McFarlane Toys. Backside, here's Gunslinger Spawn. He's got a shotgun. He's on the horse. Looks great. Spawn Gunslinger, 22 moving parts. Although I imagine between him and the horse there are far more than 22. They really put that same number on all the figures. At the bottom, got a bunch of credits, and there is a barcode in case it helps anybody. So no further ado, let's open it up. Alright, now that we have this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. This is pretty much the ultimate Gunslinger Spawn. The first release came with a shotgun. The second release came with a Gatling gun. This guy not only comes with both guns, but he also comes with this amazing looking horse. Very appropriate for sort of a Western styled Spawn figure. Now, this isn't Al Simmons' main Spawn. This is a different Spawn altogether. There's a popular comic series about him right now. This figure set with a GameStop exclusive. So let's take a look at him. Start with his head here. We've got the traditional sort of Spawn look. Black outfit, white lines. He's got green eyes in there. He's got this old school sort of top hat, skulls around it. I appreciate that his jacket is a different shade versus the other releases, making it a little bit different on the shelf. Spiked armor, skulls around the bicep. He's got the satchel or pouch for his shotgun, holsters for his pistols. Also it's a Gatling gun, best of all the different figures. Soft material, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. Overall, very nice figure, but unfortunately I already have 2 other Gunslinger Spawns. Then let's check out the horse. Face looks pretty good. The hair is down to one side here. The horse is white, or I don't know, kind of off-white. We got skull on the satchel back there. Place for the feet. Nice texturing on the different sort of garments, cloth. The saddle looks pretty good. Tail. Single jointed knees, but numerous points of articulation. Overall, very nice. Very happy to add to my action figure world. A horse of this color will probably work for Gentleman Ghost also. And just a closer look at Spawn's face and head sculpt. And a closer look at the horse's face and head sculpt. Now let's check out his accessories, and they are 100% identical to the accessories that came with the previous Gunslinger Spawn figures. We have the Gatling gun, the shotgun, and 2 6-shooters. Let's check out the Gatling gun first. Sort of a chain gun or minigun. You've got a handle here, another one here. Little skull logo on the bottom there. It looks good. Here's Spawn, holding the gun with both hands. Then we have the shotgun. Old style shotgun. Got sort of crank down there. Has a nice little sort of wooden look to it. The lines, the brown, not bad. It is bendable. You don't have to worry about breaking it at least. And here's Spawn holding the shotgun. And here, holstering the shotgun. And here are his 6-shooters, or revolvers. We got the wooden handle down here. Got the chamber, long barrel. They look pretty nice. Here's Spawn holding those pistols. And then holstering those pistols. And I wanted to check out what significant differences there were with this version from the previous two. On the far left, we have the first release. That was a Target exclusive. He came with the satchel and the shotgun. On the right, that was the wide release. He didn't have the satchel or the shotgun, but he had the Gatling gun. But they looked exactly the same beyond the satchel. Now this one in the middle, paint job's a little different. The red is a lot grayer, sort of faded. I'm very happy there are some differences, that's for sure. Now they've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories. Now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his hat, standing at about 8.25 inches tall, which you can translate to about 21 centimeters. Now let's look at his articulation. Start with his head here. Of course, you're going to rotate from side to side. You can look up and down about that far. Pretty wide range of motion as a whole. Shoulders, a ball joint, goes out a good 90 degrees. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He's got a bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows go in just about that far. All the way in if you need them to. Wrists rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. His torso, he's got a ball joint, rotate around, forward and back. Another one is waist, rotate around, forward and back. Pretty good range of motion in his torso area. Legs, almost a splits, not fully. Not a ball joint, but a similar type concept. Rotation is minimal. They go forward. Really not too much. Back, just a little bit. Double jointed knees, all the way back. Then his ankle here, forward and back. Rotate, tilt, rock, and toe articulation. Now let's take a little bit of a closer look at the horse. Nice looking animal. The detail sculpting on the saddle and blankets there is fantastic. Pretty pleased with what I'm looking at. Now let's check out his measurements. As far as how long he is, about 10 inches from front to back. And how tall he is, the tallest point, about 8.2 inches tall. Now let's look at his articulation. Start with his head here. I believe it's on a ball joint. Rotate around, kind of go from side to side a little bit. Up and down. Not a wide range, but it does some stuff. Then his neck goes up and down. Legs, up and down at the top. Single jointed knees here. Pretty nice though. Then he has a sort of ball joint here. It can rotate forward and back. Going to the back. His next set of legs. You can't see it too well, but same type of articulation here. Then he's got the knee. And then the same type of ankles here. Rotation. Then his tail here. Ball joint. Swing around. Up. Down. Here's the Gunslinger Spawn on top of the horse. Fits pretty nicely. Here's Gunslinger Spawn, Jeremy Winslow, riding quietly at nighttime through a graveyard in the town of Bane. Here's an Extreme Sets bar diorama. Pretend it's an old western saloon. Gunslinger Spawn walks in, hand on his pistol. He's looking for someone very specific. He came for the man in black, one of the worst men in town. They both draw. The man in black is actually faster. He gets the first shot off. But as I'm sure you can imagine, that doesn't slow down Gunslinger Spawn. He takes out his target. This Spawn here always takes down his target. Then Spawn goes ahead and drags the body out, and once that's done, it is business as usual. Everyone goes back to where they're doing. Another round. Spawn leaves the bar. He's ready to get onto his horse and get out of town. Some of the local townsfolk, they decide they're not going to let him get away with this outsider. They confront him. Gunslinger Spawn turns around and pleads with them. Please don't do this. I have no problem with you. You will regret this. Of course, they don't believe him. Guns are drawn. Bullets are blazing. Gunslinger Spawn makes quick work of them. Gunslinger Spawn hears a noise and quickly jumps behind the wall. Even in this old town of Gotham, old Wild West version of Batman will not let someone take the law into their own hands. And as much as I love Batman, I'm going to let Gunslinger Spawn win this fight. It is his video after all, and Spawn finally gets to get onto his horse and get out of town. Now let's check him out with some other action figures. We'll start off by checking out some different action figures that would look good on horses, see how they fit. Then we'll check out this horse with a bunch of other horses in my collection, and then we'll check out Gunslinger Spawn with a bunch of other action figures from different various companies. We'll see what companies fit on the horse, and which ones you can mix them with. Here's Spawn on the horse, next to the entire Diamond Select Toys Westworld collection. Westworld takes place both in the modern times and in Western times, so there's some good figures for the horse. Here's the Westworld Teddy figure on the horse, nice fit. Here's the Westworld Dolores on there, also a nice fit. Here they are, next to a Neca Phantom figure. Here's a Phantom on this horse. His horse's name is Hero, and it's colored pretty similar to this. Fits okay, but his feet don't quite get into the stirrups. And here they are, next to the Diamond Select Toys Dark Tower figures. We have the Gunslinger and the Man in Black. Here's the Gunslinger on the horse. He looks good. Feet don't get in the stirrups. Not a bad fit though. And then, here they are, next to a McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman the Dark Knight Returns Batman figure. This guy rode on a horse during the graphic novel a couple times. Here's Batman riding on this horse. It's the wrong color, but it looks really good. Here's Spawn on the horse, next to McFarlane's Princess Bride figures. Here's the Dread Private Roberts on the horse. Fits in pretty good scale-wise. And if you add on a little hat and cape, you can have yourself a makeshift Zorro here. Once again, wrong color horse for Zorro. Here's Spawn on the horse, next to a McFarlane Witcher Geralt figure. Here's Geralt on the horse. Fits good. Wrong color horse. And here they are, next to a couple of Mattel DC Universe Classics figures. We have Jonah Hex and Gentleman Ghost. Here's Jonah Hex on the horse. A little bit too small, but it's fudgeable. Leg articulation is a little bit too limited to sit properly. And here's Gentleman Ghost on this horse. Horse not quite wide enough for him, but it does work good. He fits pretty nicely on there. Leg articulation is better than Jonah Hex. Now let's check them out with some other McFarlane Spawn figures. Here are all three variations of the Gunslinger Spawn. Here they are, with the first wave of Spawn figures. We've got both versions of Violator, both versions of the Clown, both versions of Redeemer, and then Raven Spawn. And here they are, with the second wave of Spawn figures. Soul Crusher, She-Spawn, the wide release of Gunslinger Spawn, Cygor, and Dark Redeemer. Here they are, with a third wave of Spawn figures. Ninja Spawn, Haunt, Raven Spawn, Spawn with a Throne, and Overt Kill. Then, with the Target exclusive Manga Spawn. Here they are, with all three versions of the Mandarin Spawn. And finally, here they are, next to all the different McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn figures. Now I wanted to check this new horse out, next to some other horse action figures I have in my collection. Here he is, with the Witcher horse, Roach. I was trying to figure out which parts exactly they share. The tail's similar but different. I think maybe the legs are the same, and quite possibly the torso area, although you can't see most of it. The heads, the tail are definitely different. Of course, I did get two of these Witcher horses, because that's just the kind of stuff that I do. Here it is, next to the McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman the Dark Knight Returns Collect to Build a Horse. This horse is overall considerably bigger than the Witcher or the Spawn horse. I don't think it actually uses any of the same parts. And I also built two of these horses. because it's what I do. And here it is, next to a Neca, Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman horse. Then, with a Toy Biz Lord of the Rings, Gandalf horse. These are the lightest horses I have in my collection. And now, with a couple of more Toy Biz Lord of the Rings horses. And here, with a Kenner, Dark Knight Collection horse, intended for a slightly smaller scale. Here's my entire collection of horses in my action figure world. Got a total of 10 of them. Toy Biz, McFarlane, Neca, and Kenner. The only ones I don't really have that would be nice are the Mythic Legions horses. Now let's check them out. Next to some action figures from different various companies to see how they fit in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix them with. Since they're McFarlane figures, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect and work my way smaller. But first, let's check them out with some of their McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. Here's a McFarlane DC Batman figure on this horse. Not all the McFarlane figures will fit, some of them are just simply not articulated properly, but some do. And now, here they are with some Jack-specific wrestling figures. The way their legs are articulated, there's no way in hell they're going to fit on this horse. And here they are, with some DST or Diamond Select toys. Here's the Diamond Select John Wick on the horse, fits good. Then, with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures, here's the DC Direct Capullo Batman on the horse. And here they are, standing next to some NECA figures. Here's the NECA Batman on the horse. Then, here they are, with some Mattel wrestling figures. Here's a Mattel Undertaker on the horse. And now, with some Jazzwares AEW wrestlers. Here's a Jazzwares wrestler riding the horse. And here they are, with some Mezco 112 collective figures. Here's a Mezco Batman on the horse. He's a little bit too small, but it's fudgeable. Then, here's some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures next to them. Here's the DC Universe Classics Batman on the horse. Once again, a little too small, but fudgeable. And here they are, with some Mafex figures. Here's the Mafex Batman on the horse. Similar to some of the previous waves. He fits, but he's too small. Then, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. Here's a Marvel Legends Thor on the horse. And here are some SH Figure Arts action figures next to them. Here's an SH Figure Arts Batman on the horse. Too small, but it's not horrible. And finally, here are some Jazzwares Fortnite figures next to them. Here's a Jazzwares Fortnite figure on the horse. Too small, but it does technically work, and it doesn't look that bad. So overall, it's a very nice action figure and horse box set. GameStop definitely got the best version of the Gunslinger Spawn. His accessories are better than each of the individual releases. Sculpt and Paint Job are excellent. I do think I prefer the redder coat, but I'm really happy this guy's different from the other ones. Articulation is everything you would expect from a McFarlane Spawn figure. If I were to rate this set, I'm going to give it a strong 8 out of 10. Really enjoying this thing. The horse is nice. The figure, very nice as well, although it's definitely a little bit too much of the same, considering I have 3 different versions of the Gunslinger Spawn. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.